You know who it is, the Don Castaneda, expert life coach, recovery coach, intervention professional. And here I am at the Tower of Americas. I haven't been here for a very long time, since I was a kid, and I used to get straight A's, and my school would give me coupons to eat here for free. And I get them all the time. So, you know, it's been a long time. It revolves. It's a tower high up in the sky that revolves, and it takes about an hour to do one full circle. You know, from what I remember, they got a bar, they got a cafe, they got observatory, kind of where you could look down in the city with binoculars, like high-powered binoculars. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go in there, talk to the elevator man, if there's an elevator man. I'm sure there is. It's a glass elevator. Take some videos of that, get some food, go to the observatory, check it out. The video for today is basically treat yourself. Treat yourself. If you're ever anyone who's addicted to drugs, you know, they're, you know, ODing, they're, you know, addicted, and they keep on using and using and using. Do something kind for yourself. Do something nice. Do something positive. You know, go out there, treat yourself. Spend a little bit of money. Go bowling, fly a plane, learn the piano. You know, do something positive, and spend money on something that's going to help you. You know, vitamins. Here, I'm just going to get some good food. A little pricey, but it's for the experience, right? I get to go high up in the sky in a revolving tower that does a full circle. You know, it's going to be a good experience. You know, it's very nice. And one day I'm going to come out here with my family. Birthdays, you know, different, you know, what do you call it, holidays and things like that. So, you know, it's a very cool place to go. Check it out. It's actually the only one in America. This is the only Tower of Americas in all of America. It's in San Antonio. Doesn't exist in any other state. So I'm going inside, and I'll see you soon. This is another section of my video. I don't know if you can hear me. This waterfalls are pretty loud. This is the entrance of the Tower of Americas. And it's pretty nice. There it is, high up in the sky, getting closer and closer. And there's a waterfall on this side as well. It's pretty cool. If you haven't ever been here, it's a good tourist attraction. And if you're in any other state, you know, in America, and you're retired or you like to travel, you know, I recommend checking this place out. Let me get a real close view. It's under renovation or something's going on. I'm not even sure if they're open, but I'm gonna try to go in. There it is, getting closer. So I'll see you soon. Here I am now in a little gymnasium, kind of. It's a basketball court, actually. There's one on that side, one on this side. So it looks like a legit playing court, look, a legit basketball court. Looks like it might have been sponsored by the Spurs of San Antonio. They got some Spurs logos down here, if you can see that. And I haven't seen this before. They must have built this later, but it's pretty nice. And what I'll say about this is stay away from drugs. You know, play basketball, get good, get out there, get exercise, shoot some hoops, shoot some 2-pointers, 3-pointers, layups, free throws, you know, all that jazz. Learn to dribble as good as the pros. You know, it'll increase hand and eye coordination, hand and eye movement, and fine-tune skills and all that. So it's gonna help, right? Get out there, get a sweat in, detox, sweat those toxins out. You know, while you're detoxing, run around, shoot some hoops. This is a good place to play basketball. It's like a outdoor/indoor. It's like outdoors, but it's kind of like, you know, it's got a roof on it, so it's pretty nice. You know, I'm probably gonna play here someday. They got picnic tables, and it's a good place for people to chill, relax, play games with friends, all that. People to get together and have a good family event, shooting some hoops out of the Tower of Americas. You know, that's what I say on this. I'm headed in. They're gonna open soon. I'll see you soon. I don't know what this is. It's a little hut. It's a little stone hut, little unfurnished house. It is at the Tower of Americas. It's got a lot of stuff written on the walls, as you can see. I guess let me see, right here, Sandra and Jaden or something. It's got, people like to draw. Let's see if you can see this. Hearts. There's a heart. All sorts of stuff all tagged up. A lot of graffiti. Not too much. It's not too bad. Not too much, you know, gangster graffiti. Just like probably kids, you know, wanting to, like, yeah, I was here, remember me, stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a little hut. People would chill here. Probably you know, just place to open up conversation, you know, and just a little hut to hang out. Pretty cool. Gives you some shade, a little place to chill. But other than that, yeah, just touring the area. I'm a tourist today. Even though I live in the city, I'm a tourist, and I'll be talking about just staying clean for the most part. Get out there, do something positive. Go out there, extracurricular activities, recreational activities, leisure activities, play chess, learn to play the piano, get a skill, learn. For me anyway, this is what I've done: cybersecurity, learning bookkeeping, learning chess, learning piano, making music with AI software, publishing it on major platforms, earning royalties through streams. People listening to my music, I'll earn royalties, and figuring out all these things with contracts and publishers and things like that with my ebooks and my books on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, getting out there and trying to do something positive. Not all of it works out, but sometimes you got to take a break, step back, relax, take a deep breath, sit out there, meditate, think deeply, and reflect on where your life is going and, what you're trying to accomplish, your goals, and the direction you're headed, right? They say speed is not as important as direction, right? Direction is more important than speed. You could go as fast as you want, but if you're headed in the wrong direction, it's not going to be good for you, right? You could be headed straight in a downward spiral, right? Very fast, with drugs, right? But if you want to ascend upwards, you might not be going as fast. It might take some time, right? Your health might take some time to, get healthier, recover and detox and all that. Taking your vitamins and exercising and being healthy and for your brain to recover, that could take some time, right? You have to rewire your brain to build new habits, right? All those old habits you had, hanging out with friends, hanging out with the wrong crowd, doing drugs. Now you have to hang out with people at church or people in your family who are clean, sober friends, right? And hang out and start going to school, learning new habits, taking your vitamins. And for me, I'll talk about AG1. Look up AG1. Just Google AG1. AG and the number 1, AG1. And that'll help you recover, right? It's a broad spectrum of vitamins. It's just a little green drink. You take 1 scoop, powder mix it with some water, drink it once a day, and you should be good to go. That's going to give you a broad spectrum of vitamins and let your brain and body recover from all that addiction and drug abuse that you've done to your body and your brain. It's going to help, right? And there's more therapeutic medical grade vitamins out there, but that's going to get you a good start. It's convenient, doesn't taste too bad, easy to use, it's affordable for the most part for most people, and it's going to replace your drug habit. So instead of spending all that money on drugs, do something that's going to improve your life, right? Once you start feeling better and thinking more clearly, you're going to figure out a way to start a business, right? Start a business or find work or do something, whatever it is, right? For me, I've done a lot of things. I've been a janitor at a hospital, San Antonio State Hospital, psychiatric facility. I had to disinfect for COVID. I've been willing to work for minimum wage, right? And just clean toilets, clean chairs, clean door handles, clean windows and glass and chairs and tables and all that stuff and walls, just to disinfect for COVID. And I'm willing to do stuff like that, right? I try to find better jobs that pay better, but whatever you can find at the time, whatever's best for you, just do what you feel you're capable of, right? You can accomplish. And eventually get out there, upskill, learn something. There's so many jobs out there, right? You could become a tax specialist, librarian, publish ebooks, things like that. There's so many different opportunities out there. And it is difficult to find something, but college is a good route, right? My business mentor is telling me to become an accountant, to go to school and college for that, to learn accounting principles, to learn intermediate accounting, and they make $100,000 a year on average, right? 90, 100, 120, 150 grand a year. A certified public accountant makes good money, especially if you run your own business, an accounting firm, right? And a lot of accountants, they make it, they're doing well, they have money, they're successful, they work hard, they studied hard, and they're reaping the fruits of their hard work, right? So that's another path that anyone can take. If you have intelligence, you're good with numbers, you just and you want to study something that makes good money, become an accountant. That's what my family recommended to me. But obviously I'm sticking with bookkeeping because it's more simple. I try to keep things simple, keep things easy. But I've already accomplished and obtained and earned certain certifications that qualify me to operate as a bookkeeper. So that's where I'm headed. We'll see how that works. If not, I am basically capable of just enjoying life and enjoying my freedom, because I've been incarcerated for 10 years for certain things, and I've been in psychiatric facilities and prison institutions and jails and things of this nature that are similar to Supermax, and I've been around very bad people very people responsible for heinous offenses against society and against people. And I've had to deal with that. And, I've been through a lot. And it is somewhat traumatizing, but now I try to, put better memories in my mind and better memories in the back of my subconscious and brain and psyche so that I can, have more positive experiences and memories to look back on instead of all the negative things. Same with the drug addiction. I try to stay clean because all the drugs was just negative experiences, bad trips, panic attacks, anxiety, near-death experiences, overdoses, things like that. Doing maybe committing illegal offenses and obviously drugs, first of all, is illegal. But, just doing stupid things, hanging out with the wrong crowd and doing stupid, immature, childish things, right? Foolish things. But, I'm doing the right thing. I go to church, I donate, I tip, waitresses what I can afford to help them because I know they're struggling. So whatever, I can give them helps them a little bit along the way, along their journey. So I know I'm helping society and helping people and members of society along my journey as well. So that's a little bit motivating for me to know that, I'm a part of society. I'm a member, a beneficial member that does help others. And I try to do my best to offer my services, whatever it is, bookkeeping, cybersecurity, ebooks, music, to people to help them, a little bit along their journey. So those are the services I provide. And, any drug addict, anyone addicted to anything, any drug, cocaine, meth, weed, heroin, pills, Xanax, sleeping pills, any ecstasy or alcohol or cigarettes or anything, just, try to find new habits, right? Try to do something positive. Try to provide a service to people, because when you were doing a disservice to yourself, right? And if you can upskill, get a skill, do something you're good at, learn a craft, whether it's plumbing, master electrician, a master plumber, or a welder, or working on elevators, right? An elevator technician or something like that, right? Get a skill that you're good at and learn it, master it, become expert in it, and offer your services to society, right? That's about helping others. That's what Jesus did. He served others, and that's what we should all do too as Christians, right? So, just and obviously you'll be able to provide a better life for yourself and provide for a family and live the American dream, right? If you can, and do the best you can to just live a positive life, take care of your family, and help others along your journey. So that's what I'll say for now. I'm still at the Tower of Americas, and out this window, that's a basketball court. You can kind of see it. But I'm going in here in a second. It's opening in a few minutes, hopefully. So I'll see you soon. This is the Riverwalk. Let me see if I can't flip my camera, but there it is, San Antonio Riverwalk. Haven't been here in a while. Never been on the actual boat before, but maybe one day I'll get on there for the little joyride and go sailing. Here's the other side. It's a nice little Riverwalk. There's some people here, not too many. It's early in the morning, but I'll call this the Bridge of Hope. This is like the bridge. So I'm on a bridge, little Bridge of Hope, right? So it's pretty cool. No homeless man can live under here because there's a river under it. So, no homeless people under this bridge. But it's a good place to hang out, right? People go up here, take their kids, families, dogs for walks. There's a lot of tourists out here that just chill. And there's a few places here, restaurants, little bars, cafes. They sell ice cream, different snacks, tourist items, keychains, shirts, things like that. Pretty cool area. I'm just walking around for now, and I'll see you soon. And this is a volcanic stone and marble woman seated with gazing at a little star-shaped object in her hand. Pretty cool thing at the Riverwalk, pretty neat. And in the background you'll see a cathedral style. There it is, way back there. If you zoom in, can't really zoom in, but it's like a cathedral back there, it looks like. But these are the sights to see. And up there you'll see shops at the river center somewhere. I'll see you soon. Walking through this tunnel. We got some joggers, we got people out here just going to work. So this is downtown, so you're gonna have some crazy people outside this area. I usually see homeless people just messed up on the street. I don't know if it's mental illness or drugs or a combination of both, but sometimes downtown you got some people that are going through some hard times. So, you know, that's the tunnel down there. But gonna show you a few more sites before I head in. So see you soon. This is a good workout. All these stairs. I've been doing this a few times today. It's basically like doing the Stairmaster at the gym, but there are a ton. So it's definitely good cardio. This stone statue, whatever it is, show you another one here in a second. And this is Miguel Hidalgo Castilla. He was, on behalf of His Excellency Manuel Avila Camacho, President of the Republic of Mexico, Colonel Gonzalo and Santos, presents his statue of the father of Mexican independence to the city of San Antonio, Texas, September 16, 1941. And it has it in Spanish. I wish I could read it, but so Miguel Hidalgo Castillo, Libertador de Mexico in 1810, the year 1810. So there it is one more time. See you soon. Something going on here. Nacional de Mexico, Universidad, something like that. I don't really know what this is, but there it is. There are a couple more statues. That one's hand is broken. It's been here a long time, so it looks like yeah, its hand is broken. So it looks like a archangel or something like so, some sort of angel. It's got wings, as you can see right there, the wings on its back. And this one's hands are also broken. Another angel with hands. Could have been it looks like maybe some guardian angels here that someone might have vandalized, but it could have been age. But you know, so these are the guardian angels right there and right there. See you soon. Just had technical difficulties, didn't get footage of the elevator going up, but we are 750 feet up in the sky. So if anything happens, like Final Destination, if you ever seen that Final Destination movie, Bloodlines, hopefully no one dropped a penny around here. But this is Tower of America's observatory deck, 750 feet in the sky, and you know, there's no emergency parachute. So if anything happens, you know, I guess it's game over. But you can't see my place from here, too far away. Only Tower of America's in the United States of America. No other state has it this high in the sky that rotates one full circle approximately an hour. So pretty cool. I will walk around a little bit and see if I can see the Alamo Dome from here. A lot of factories, factory emissions. You know, it's a little pricey to get up here. They give you a military discount, but it's about 20 bucks, a few dollars off with the military discount. That's what it looks like. See all that? That is the city of San Antonio, Texas. So they do give a military discount. It's about 20 bucks. Not bad for the price, but you know, you're here all day. So they give you a wristband. You can come back and forth, up and down all you want all day. There's some good wind going on. They got good security measures with the metal ropes, and hopefully that's strong glass, right? Strong glass, you can see the wind's blowing pretty good. But yeah, observatory deck.
Welcome to the Tower of the Americas.
I'm back in the glass elevator. This is the Tower of Americas, the only one in the world, I believe. 750 feet in the sky, and the elevator business has its ups and downs, of course. And my message for the world is stay positive, keep a positive mental attitude, positive mindset, and things will eventually start looking up for you. So that's it. Stay safe. This is the glass door in the Tower of Americas. We're headed up, and I'll see you up top. I can't talk too much because it's so windy. You probably can't hear me that well, but I'm going to walk around, do a full circle, see if we can see the sights as well as I can, see the city. The Alamo Dome somewhere bunch of buildings, hotels, streets, houses, cars, highways, things of that nature. And it's just a good view, man. If I was a bird, if I was an eagle, right, I'd be flying around. This is what it's like to see the city every day, you know. And this is kind of what the government does. Government operations. They use satellites. They use satellites in space to zoom in with pinpoint precision and see what people are doing on the ground, on the streets, to spy on individuals, cybersecurity operations, special operations, covert classified operations. Well, they're probably using satellites, right? Starlink and other government classified satellites most likely. And they're able to zoom in on enemy personnel, enemy troops, other countries, and see what people are doing on the ground. They probably have X-ray, things like that, where they can see them with inside buildings, right, through buildings, looking for body heat, things of that nature. And there's probably networks, a lot of networks that do that. So, and up here, they got rid of the binoculars. They used to have high-powered binoculars, but they were breaking a lot, I guess. So they were just old and they didn't want to spend the money to replace them probably. But no more binoculars. I guess people weren't paying enough. They probably weren't making enough money. But yeah, this is the full view of San Antonio, Tower of Americas. I'm rotating probably in the opposite direction. I'm going counterclockwise. It probably spins clockwise. Not sure if you can hear me. It's not too windy right now. They got some storm drains so it doesn't flood. This is a pretty nice restaurant. I'm fixing to go inside and get something here in a second. I don't drink alcohol, so I will not be drinking today or ever again for the rest of my life. I've made that vow, promise to myself and God that, in my spirit, in my soul, I will never use any substance again, whether it's legal or not. I don't care. So I don't need to be inebriated, intoxicated, or messed up, or drunk, or high, or any of that to enjoy life, right? I'm enjoying life, going out there, seeing the sights, touring the area as a tourist. I get to travel, go wherever I want, do things, have fun, enjoy my freedom, and have leisure, go places. Chess clubs, get better, become a grandmaster, learn the piano, become a master pianist, expert, just play symphonies and, orchestras, and play the beautiful music, sell music, put my music on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, so people can stream it, right? And that's always good because people can study, meditate, have some calming music to listen to if they're feeling anxiety or anything like that. And writing my book so people can learn from my experiences, right? Check out my autobiography one day. And you might learn a few things. Self-defense, how to stay away from drug dealers, the cartel, how to stay away from, people other junkies, other drug addicts on the street that want to bring you down with them and take your life, because that's what drugs are going to do. That's what these junkie friends are going to do. Pull you down, drag you down, and take your money, and then eventually take your life, right? Leave your family in shambles and leave your family distraught with the aftermath of having to go to your funeral and all that and never get to see you again. So just stay away from all that mess. If you love your family, if you love your family, and if you want to make better friends out there, then stay clean. Don't do drugs. Stay true to yourself. That's the saying. It's a motto. It's a term, right? It's a mantra. Stay true. Stay true to yourself, right? That means stay clean. Don't do drugs. Be wise. Always be wise with your decisions and your actions, right? Be very careful what you decide to ingest in your body, right? Because you're a machine, right? You feed off this energy. You feed off food and water and nutrients. You don't need any of that poison. It's all poison. So that's gonna mess you up. That's basically like putting malware in your machine, in your body, in your system. If you were a machine, putting poison, drugs, and alcohol, and cigarettes, all that, is basically like putting malware. It's gonna tell your body to start getting cancer, start getting sick, start coughing up blood, start snorting out mucus and blood out your nose. You're gonna start getting bloodshot eyes, damaged brain cells, damaged memory, damaged cognitive functioning, and that's basically like malware, right? And then you're gonna end up in jail and prison. I'm getting a little dizzy. I can feel this place is turning around. It is spinning, ever so slightly. but yeah, it makes you a little dizzy after a while. Done a couple circles around this. Hopefully you got to see the city. I will see you soon, right? On the way back down. Take care. So this is it. This is the Tower of America in San Antonio, Texas, the only one in the world. And I had a 14-ounce New York strip. It was a excellent steak, medium well, delicious, with a side of mashed potatoes. 6 pieces of shrimp, and also a lobster and shrimp sandwich with a side of fries. It was a huge meal. It cost a little over $100, a little over $100. I tipped generously. This waitress stopped by and just filled up my water. She wasn't my waitress at all, but I found her in person. I got the waitress to find her for me. I knew because she had a butterfly tattoo on her hand, on her left hand. He went and found her, did some recon. I gave her the tip in person, said thank you. And she said she appreciated it, you know. And it wasn't much, you know, but it's still a little extra something just for giving me some water. So, you know, I tried to be generous, and I should have been more generous, I guess, now that I think about it. But I'm also tipping the elevator man, which it's not common. Most people probably know, but I'm gonna tip the elevator man. You know, it's a good experience, good setting, good you know, family-oriented type of restaurant, upscale. You know, it's a good restaurant. So, you know, keep in mind, you can always treat yourself, do something nice for yourself. Spend a little money, treat yourself, do something positive, stay healthy, eat right, diet, exercise, you know, eat right, do things that are good for you, and just stay clean, stay away from drugs, stay away from alcohol, cigarettes, all that. You know, live a long, healthy, prosperous, abundant life. So that's what I'll say for now. I'm gonna head down, I'm gonna take off, and that's the video for today. Stay safe and take care. And that's it. That's the Tower of America. There's a little pond over there with the waterfall, and there it is, taking off. Hopefully I can find my car somewhere. Yeah, got to be somewhere around here, but you know, stay clean so you could do things like this. Obviously in your city and state, you could do a bunch of different things: archery, bowling, movies. They might have iFly, indoor skydiving, things like that. You could go skydiving. You could do a whole bunch of different things. If you're clean, if you're sober, you're gonna fall off a cliff, you're gonna get in a car accident on the way there. You know, you're drunk and high, you can't do much except sit there and rot, watch a cartoon, maybe a movie, if you can even follow the storyline. You know, it's not good for you. So I'm not trying to make fun of anyone that's tried drugs. I know it could be somewhat therapeutic with like microdosing LSD or microdosing shrooms or something like that, but for the most part, all that stuff is super harmful. It's not gonna help. Stay clean, have fun, enjoy life. So today's episode and video was about you know, today's session was about enjoying life, sober and clean, you know, competent and, you know, alert and capable, so you know what's going on around you and are able to handle situations around you as well, you know, if something were to happen. So just be alert out there, be on your toes, and stay clean, stay safe, and take care.